Hey there everyone, Lord Fidget here with another episode of AR Mock Battles. Today we are back in Light Season with another set of volunteers. Due to the current state of the Light-Dark queue, I decided to actually go ahead and do mock battles against all 4 of the remaining queued maps. And I will be actually taking the next Light-Dark season off in terms of mock battle videos. So that's what I ended up deciding on that front. So let's go ahead and get into today's matches. Today's first defense map belongs to Savvy Leia. Let's go ahead and take a look at this setup here. We have Mia with attack speed push, lull speed def, drive res, hardy bearing, summer strikers, reposition moonbow. Yoon with sturdy impact, wings of mercy, chaos name, sturdy blow, chaos manifest, reposition moonbow. Hell with distant counter, guard bearing, inevitable death, distant guard, Hell's Reaper, Gnosis Luna. Eldigan with Fort Def Res, Wings of Mercy, Close Guard, Fortress Def. Wagasa, Dance Bonfire. Rolf with Death Blow 4, Lull Attack Def, Ward Cavalry, Death Blow, Candle Wax Bow, No Assist Moonbow. And finally Kemp with Swift Sparrow 3, that's interesting. Lull Attack Speed, Ward Cavalry, Heavy Blade, Bend and Edge, No Assist, and Luna. So, right off the bat, I think that it should be possible to just drop a powerful tank here. And the reason I say that is because poor Rolf attacks before Kempf even moves in this position, which means that Kempf's Venom Edge is basically worthless. I guess he might be able to get the Luna off. Well, I guess it depends on who I use, because if I use a Dune, then he wouldn't even get that, I don't think. He might get the follow-up. Actually, he probably does. But he shouldn't get the Heavy Blade. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let me think. Well, if the Dune does not one-round KO the Rolf, which may happen actually, then I could run into some issues since Eldigan would refresh him and then he just moves off and KOs something. I don't think I have enough space to hide everyone. Well, actually, no, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's funny. Okay. I don't think it should be necessary, though. His res is kind of bad. Let's take a look. Dune's attack... Actually, I know what Dune's attack is. 62... If I use the final boss comp... Okay, Mila does not isolate that. That's a lot of defense. Jeez. Interesting. I didn't realize he could hit that high. I guess it's the hell, isn't it? Okay, cool. 62 attack. You have a Dark Shrine, so that's another 4. And then let's just say I have her in range of Peony, which is both... Well, actually, no, let's just say I do Peony here, Milla here. Or, well, because it could go either way. This one gives her more speed, a Peony here. So, let's take a look. So, plus 3, plus 2 comes out to 71 minus 28. Oops. 71 minus 28 should be, what, 63, 43? 43. Yeah, he's... Even if you count the lull, it's still 240, so he's still dead. Then, well, I guess it depends on who moves next. I'm pretty sure it's Kempf. Because he, well... I think it is. I think I should be okay to just try that. None of these enemies can really threaten a Dune. In fact, I would say this map generally has a weakness towards bulky reds, with only Eldigan being the exception, and of course, Eldigan kind of dies to a couple rounds of combat with Peony, so I'm not really sure how much of a saving grace that is. Let's see. Move you lot. So let me think. I want to do this, I guess, don't I? Do I need to do any? I mean, I guess isolation doesn't really matter. I can do this, and then that. Doesn't really matter that she isn't getting the res buff. So, switch you two and call that good. I guess I can give you field buffs. Most of them aren't significant. In fact, I don't think he might deal damage if I don't give her this. So, let's do that.
Yes, I bestow my blessing.
And then call that good. So Rolf is forced into attacking. He's going to go down to 240s, exactly as I predicted. Oh, I have combat animations on. I'm just going to tap this away. Okay, and Kempf moves next, as expected. He's going to go down to 237s. He does, as I... oh yeah, that's right. Even if he got the heavy blade, he didn't have special fighter. What am I talking about? Okay, for some reason I thought he would be able to charge up his special with heavy blade, and I was very wrong. Okay, tap that away too. Tap that away a little late, but oh well. So Idun has quick riposte. I'm not super worried about this scenario here. So you actually... So Eldigan is stuck up here, so that gives me some time to pick up the Aether Structures. That's really my biggest concern at this point. How long I can delay Eldigan by throwing other units at him. I think if I do this, I should be able to get into stay in position to break this guy on the next turn. Mia, does she die? I feel like she does. She doesn't have an impact, so she's not preventing Idun's follow-up attack. And even if she did, again, my units are perfectly safe down here in the lower left corner. Actually, that's one of the big reasons why I think lower left corner space is just more relevant than lower right corner space. Because, for the Springwater map in particular, most people put their defense forts kind of down here-ish, which makes this a really great place to keep your units safe at the bottom. Anyway, just a bit of rambling on my part. I didn't turn combat animations off. Oh well. So... Oh, yeah, no. Even if mitigating 75% of her first hit isn't going to save you from her second, I'll should move next. And then she also dies. Actually... Okay, Yoon actually does go down this way. I'm a little surprised. I rather expected her to go, trend this direction. But I'm okay with the way she chose to move. So let's do that, I think. And then I can do this, and get Peony out of there. And then have Idun just kind of hang around here, I guess. And then figure out how to get all the way up to the Aether Fountain. So we'll have to see. I keep forgetting to turn these things off. Go away. Thank you. I could do this. Well, let's see.
Yes.
I want to try... Well, let's take a look. How do I do this?
What next?
Can I do that?
Maybe this way.
And that allows me to move Idun back here. Let's just see how he reacts. I'm wondering if he goes this way now. And he does. Shoot. Ah! The troubles. The troubles of this. So he's going after probably it. Oh, actually it might be Peony. I should have looked at this beforehand. Oh well. I wonder what the best thing to do here is.
It will be done.
You can do that.
Maybe this way.
And that. How many turns do I have? Oh, I have 3 turns just to play around with. Because if you go this way, that's fine.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. And then I can actually probably, since you are going after Peony, I think I can keep you going that way. And then
I bestow my blessing.
if I do this, maybe I can get something going with that. Like a double reposition. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so now, 1, 2, pick up the fountain, and the map, because Idun is cool. Alright, so I think, once more, nice setup. I do think that this is a bit of a weakness, this interaction here, since there's really no way to force Kempf to attack before Rolf, which removes any threat that you might have gotten out of Venom Edge. That said, I don't really... It's hard to make specific suggestions on how to alter things, so Yeah, thank you very much for sharing this map. Let's go ahead and move on to map number 2. Today's second battle is going to be a rematch against TK's Light Dark setup. Well, it's not really a full-on rematch. It's more of a... it got requeued at per request. So this should be pretty interesting. We have a Brady with Close Foil. Don't see that very often. I'm blanking on this skill name. Dazzling Staff. Thank you, Brain. Double Savage Blow, Witchy Wand, Restore Windfire Bomb. Okay. Olivia with Distant Counter. Odd Pulse Tie. That's the name of that skill. Infantry Pulse, HP Attack, Pledged Blade, Dance Blue Flame. Did I say Pledged Blade twice? I feel like I might have. Yoon with Fury, Aerobatics, Chaos Named, Guidance, Chaos Manifest, Rally Speed, Res, Moonbow. So it's got a bit of a rally element. That's pretty interesting. May with Fury 4, Null Follow-Up, Pulse Smoke, Swift Sparrow, Flora Guide, No Assist, and Ruptured Sky. Marth with Distant Counter, Spurn, Joint Drive Attack, Phantom Speed, Rapier, No Assist, and Hero's Blood. And finally, Bramimond with Attack, Def, Push, Lull Attack, Res, Impenetrable Dark, Hardy Bearing, Void Tome, No Assist, and Glimmer. Interesting. So there's a bit of a rally element. Yoon can jump out in front of Marth if you place a unit here. I wonder... honestly, I wonder how much threat she actually adds in that scenario. I guess maybe if you drop a blue, if it's a blue they put there. But otherwise, May, Marth, Bramimond seems like plenty. She doesn't really... I guess she allows May and Bramimond a Guidance Warp if somebody was foolish enough to place units adjacent. Do people still do that? I mean, okay, fine. I still do that sometimes. Except usually it's not tank and support. It's just straight up 2 tanks who don't mind being adjacent to each other and taking hits from anything that happens to be lying around. Let's see. What are my options? I don't know if I like the idea of sending in Idun or my armor comp against that Marth. So you may be spared from Dragon Wagon this time. I'm thinking, honestly, I might be able to send Sita up this way. Have Air repositioned since she's immune to the trap, even if it's even real. Then she hits May, and if she KOs, then she would probably either move on to Bramimond or just retreat. In fact, one thing I could do is I could force the rally and refresh if I do end up retreating by breaking this bolt tower and sitting Air, Sita, a flyer of any flavor. Actually, probably just Sita. Move down, refresh, move over, just to make sure that only Bramimond is being threatened. That'll force out the rally from Yoon. Yeah, it'll force out the rally from Yoon, I think. Well, he's threatened. I'm wondering, because then Yoon can actually attack this position. I forget what the interaction is there. Oh, that's interesting. I guess I'll figure it out. This is something that I would normally, in an actual 8th of Raids battle setting, I would look it up. Like, if Bramimond cannot attack but is still threatened, and Yoon cannot deal 5 damage, does she still rally? I think she might. I think she does, actually. So, we'll have to see what that looks like. Of course, let's take a look. Does she KO May? I have no idea. So, she has 40 res. That's a lot of res, but actually Sita still gets full Pegasus Flight on that because Sita's res is really nice. Yeah, Sita's got 44 before air bonuses, so 49 after, and then 56 with Peony's Fortify res. 4 buff, which she can safely take. Well, actually, there's no res penalties here in the first place, but even if there were some, she'd be able to handle them. So you have not very much defense. Okay, so actually Sita penalizes you by... Is that... What is that? Is that 11? Yikes. Okay. 11. So you have 15 def. And Sita's got 55 attack, assuming I don't get field buffs from Peony onto her. And she is not in the same column as Peony. So that's 0.8 for triangle disadvantage. I don't even know why I bothered trying to calculate that. It's just going to be 44. So 44, and then, what did I say? Minus 11, 15. 229s does take out the May. Did I miss any close guards or something? No, I did not. And then I believe she takes out the Bramimon. Pegasus Flight essentially neutralizes that. Lull speed, def, attack. No, speed, def, rain. I know what her skill set is. Speed, def, rain basically renders the def bump from Void Tome down to 1. So 22, and she definitely doubles him. 52 minus 22 is 230s. He's dead. Olivia actually has enough attack to... Hold on. Do you have a bonus? I don't... What is the purpose of this? Like, maybe if you had ground orders or something. Am I missing? I don't think I am. Okay. Interesting. I believe Olivia has enough attack to force her into attacking Sita. Since Sita's defense is only, what? 34, 37 with a buff. And then your attack is... You do get hit by Tamari. Do you have Restore? Oh, you do have Restore. Okay, so that's gonna happen. That's interesting. So you're gonna take a refresh anyway. I wonder if Marth swings hard enough to actually defeat Sita with that Restore active. I doubt it, but I have been wrong before. He has 53 speed. 49. Sita's also 49. Okay, I'd have to do something with... Okay, I don't need to break this beforehand because Sita has more than 60 HP. Yeah, she has 62. Right. So I could do that, and then I'd have to get Peony into this corner. Can I manage that? Hold on. So if I do this... Wait, no, air's here. What am I talking about? If I do... actually, that makes things easier. Once she takes out May, then I refresh air, which gives her the bonuses, and then I reposition Peony over to the corner, which gives her the Peony in the same column bonuses once she takes down the Bramimon. So I'm looking at Restore, Refresh. Actually, you might not refresh. So it kind of depends on who he goes to restore. I would hope it would be Marth, because he's the actual threat. So what did I say? 49 speed on the Marth. He actually hits pretty hard, I think. But if he doesn't, well, there's no refresh power for him. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's send in the Sita raiding party. Yay! Okay. So this is a very standard Sita raiding party setup, having Peony adjacent to both Azura and Sita. That allows me, in cases where there are shrines or chill penalties, that allows Azura to absorb everything, and for Sita to not. Oh wow, that is a fast I didn't even account for that. I feel like a fool. Okay, whatever.
What next?
Yep, that's what I thought. And then move you over.
Let's go.
230s on the Bramimon, exactly as expected. That was a bit of an embarrassing flub on my part for the speed check. I can't believe I didn't even look at that. So Restore should come out, and it goes on to the Olivia. That is quite unfortunate. So, oh hey. So exactly as expected, Olivia does deal enough damage to Sita to prevent her from refreshing. This Marth has the rapier. I would say I'm worried about that, but I'm not really.
What next?
I could do this. Let's see. How am I going to do this? Actually, this Brady's going to screw him over. Let's see. I believe if I do that,
Death's caress.
and then I can do this and that, and just break some things.
What can I do?
What next?
Well, will he heal enough? Probably not. So let's see.
Next?
Yep, nope, that's a KO in Marth's favor. This is
Let's
actually
go.
fake. Which means I can do this. And then I could do
Yes.
this. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I could do that, and that reposition you out, move there. Should have broken the tactics room. And then finally, see if I can finish the job. So that was pretty interesting. A little dicier than I was initially anticipating, due to not at all calculating some matchups that I really should have. But overall, not so bad. So thank you very much for sharing. Let's go ahead and move on to map number 3. The third map is going to be against Monty Mole's Light Dark setup. This is a re-queue. I faced their Light Dark team previously, or a previous iteration of it. This looks a little bit different. I think it actually was a Abandoned Castle setup last time, so it's maybe not that different. So we've got Nils with Fury, Wings of Mercy, Infantry Pulse, Drive, Speed, Frost Breath, Play, Miracle. Edelgard with Distant Counter, Black Eagle Rule, Joint Drive Res, Mirror Stance, Lara Hot Claire, Reposition Soul. Peony with B-Dual Flying, Aerobatics, Ground Orders, Speed Tactic, Flower of Joy, Gentle Dream, Moonbow. Eliwood with Attack Speed Push, Lunge, Attack Smoke, Quicken Pulse, Blazing Durandal, No Assist, and Gale Force. And finally Rajat with Swift Sparrow 3, Wind Sweep, Savage Blow, Phantom Speed, Obsessive Curse, Harsh Command, and Luna. I wonder if this is something that I would still be able to put Idun here on. I don't think anybody really... Maybe the Hector threatens her, but nobody else should. The Rajat has that Obsessive Curse, which could be annoying, but I don't think she's... I mean, she dies. Idun runs over her. So, she's not I guess what I'm getting at is she wouldn't be prioritized over Eliwood and Hector. Hector doesn't have 2 movement, and I would want to put Idun here anyway. So if I do this... She might Harsh Command the... Actually, wait, no, she wouldn't Harsh Command the Eliwood because the Eliwood doesn't take Tamari. Because his res is too high. Okay. So this... Lunge... I could maybe even... Could I just isolate you? I mean, you're not prioritized over all the units who don't die. Let's try that. Alright, I think I should be able to send a Dune in here. I don't think that Hector harms her at all. Yes, he does have whatever it is he's got going for him. Special Fighter. However, Idun also has Special Fighter, and she has Pulse Smoke, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. We go ahead and I think actually Milla here maybe. I don't know how this is going to shake out, but
Understood.
I believe this should be a fine way to kick things off. Just smite Idun up. She is now in range of Peony's Flower of Joy. Eliwood should be attacking first. I don't see any reason for him not to do so. And then once he lunges, Hector's probably next. I don't think Idun puts Eliwood under 50% HP. So Hector does attack as expected because he doesn't die. His bonfire gets pulse smoked away. Refreshes come out. Oh, and the Eliwood goes since the Hector didn't get refreshed, and the Peony can't refresh due to being isolated. Okay, so that's good. And the Obsessive Curse, as expected, the Obsessive Curse comes out, but way too late because Rajat is not prioritized because she dies to Idun.
The wind.
That is kind of depressing. Idun is able to take out the Eliwood there. And then, I wonder, can I do this? One... I have ground orders. See, I don't want Idun to kill them all, is the thing.
Death's caress.
2,
I bestow my blessing.
3...
Ready.
I'm gonna call that enough. That's enough support. She gets Flower of Joy, she gets
Like
Milla.
this, it will be done.
That's probably fine. Hector's not gonna be able to get to her. That's perfect. I see no issue with that. Nils doesn't die as either. That's interesting. Edelgard. Oh wait, did she have armored boots? She must have had something. It wasn't armor march. Otherwise Hector would be able to move 2 spaces. Hector got the healing tower, but that's okay, honestly. There's really no issue with that because as has already been demonstrated,
Like this.
I
I bestow my
He doesn't threaten
blessing.
me.
Morning. Death's caress.
can just do this for free. Unfortunately, he moves straight down instead of straight over. And maybe if I do this, that ought to get him
Like
to
this.
The wind.
go. Well, I mean, I guess at this point, even if he goes to the left, which he doesn't, I would just be able to move
Yes.
Idun here anyway. Force that. Since Idun cannot be affected by panic manners,
It will be done.
Ready.
I can do this. Or wait, actually, did they increase the max level of the panic manner in one of the recent updates? I don't remember. Anyway, let's take a look later.
This
But,
world.
yeah, Idun can finish off the Hector. So, again, I don't really know how much I would actually worry about people with maxed out Iduns going after your map, but that is one option. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty good setup. Where did you go, though? Gosh darn it. I swear. Half of this is going to be the actual match, and half is going to be me trying to find your map again. Alright. I actually kind of like the way this plays out, though I would be, again, I just kind of be wary of Rajat, since she isn't exactly, she's not really the heaviest hitter, and you do have defense tiles here. So I worry about the effectiveness of the Obsessive Curse. I guess if they have a melee weapon, then maybe that works. Anyway, thank you very much for sharing your map, and in this case, I would usually be telling you that that was the last one for this batch, but I'm actually going to do 4 maps this time, just because there's exactly 4 Light Dark maps in the queue. So let's move on to that. The 4th mock battle for today's session is going to be against Crash's map. Let's go ahead and take a look at the setup here. We have, interesting, stall comp, I guess? Milla with Fort Def Res, Sabotage Attack, Milla's Turn Wheel, Close Guard, Nurturing Breath, Rally Def Res plus Bonfire. Air with Swift Sparrow, Mystic Boost, Sparkling Boost, Speed Res, Lifierberg, Reposition Iceberg. Second Milla with Bracing Stance, Attack Def Ruse. Okay, so that's interesting. There's a bit of a rally/ruse component here. Milla's Turn Wheel, Distant Guard, Nurturing Breath, Rally Def Res plus Aether. Hector with Ostian Counter, Bold Rider, Pulse Smoke, Armor March, Multet, Reposition Bonfire. Edelgard with Distant Counter, Black Eagle Rule, Joint Drive Res, Brazen Def Res, Flower Hot Claire, Reposition at Bonfire. Finally, second Air with Swift Sparrow, Mystic Boost, Sparkling Boost, Swift Sparrow, Lifierberg, Smite, and Iceberg. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So it's a stall comp meant to get Hector and Edelgard to outlast the enemy. In general, I find stall comps relatively ineffective, but if anyone would be able to pull it off, it's probably these two, especially with the, oh, you get Nurturing Breath stat bonuses too. Huh, that's interesting. And then there's the healing from the Sparkling Boosts. I think this structure, the way it's set up, could be a weakness. Maybe stick a unit here, pick off the airs. Of course, then there's the issue of getting everybody out to safety as the armors approach you. Another thing I could do is I could probably just stick my own Brave Edelgard here on the defense tile. The bonfires will hit her, but again, she's on a defense tile, and they will hit her on the follow-up attack. So Black Eagle Rule is going to mitigate 80% of whatever that is. I might end up doing that. Can she take out the Milla? Hold on. Let me take a look at these numbers here. The Milla has 50 defense. Oh, actually, she has 52 defense. Because other Milla gives her nurturing breath bonuses. Huh. Okay. So 52 defense. And Edelgard here has 65 attack. So she's cut down to 46 defense after Flowerhawk Claire's penalties. 2 19s. Well, if I throw in a drive attack or a Flower of Joy somewhere, then that should be fine. She will be able to land the 2 HKO. I should be running the numbers on these two matchups. I don't think she has anything to worry about from the Brave Hector. Maybe the Edelgard hits her, but I don't think it should be that hard. And then, of course, Idun is waiting in the wings to secure the KO on next turn. So let's do that. Let's do this. Let's smite Peony. Get her out of the way of Milla's turn wheel.
Ready. The glimmer of
Do that. And then I was gonna say smite Edelgard up, but I can't. It's unfortunate. Okay, so reposition, yeah?
The choice
Then
is clear.
I can do this with the drive attack bonus. And
Good
then I
morning.
can get field buffs on Edelgard. Yeah, there's no way she gets
Maybe
panicked.
This way.
So
This
then I
world.
move Idun here. Can she handle the Hector? I don't want to mess with that. Let me go ahead and just do that.
Yes.
Put air there, I guess,
Waiting for
or whatever.
orders.
And Creed can go here. So we should see a rally out from the Milla. And, okay, Edelgard attacks first. She takes a defense tile. Oh, my Edelgard is doing absolutely nothing to her. Fortunately, I do have Idun, so that shouldn't be an... Oh, wow. My Edelgard one run of that
Tread
poor
carefully.
Hector. Okay, sweet. We take those. I honestly think I should just do this.
Forward.
Yeah?
Ready.
Just,
Wind.
let Edelgard walk off that defense tile and straight into Idun. So, again, another rally. And then, yep, she goes down. Definitely goes down to Idun's 2 hits. Then I just need to take out the Milla some
Tread carefully.
way or another. That ought to
This
do it.
world.
Oh, no, interesting.
Good morning.
Could I do, I wonder. Could I do this? How would I
Yes.
oh, you can do it already. Interesting. I just can't math apparently. And then I can proceed
is
towards the
clear.
Aether Structures,
What
smite
next?
you up, maybe
Death's
do
caress.
this. Maybe don't break the Dark Shrine. Although actually, Idun probably takes Bright Shrine. So that should be fine. And then I can do, let's see, what do I want to do? Is this an option? I think it is. I think I can do
The
this,
glimmer of
and then
light,
this,
the
and then
wind.
this.
Ready.
And then, heck, if I do
Maybe
this,
This way.
so
Yes.
I think you still tie for Bright
The
Shrine.
glimmer of life.
Do you? Hold on.
Death's caress.
Yes,
The
you tie for
glimmer
Bright
of life.
Shrine. Okay. But there's the death penalties then. Well, you have a lot more attack. I'm not gonna
Yes.
mess with it. I'll just let him hit Edelgard. They're both going to attack Edelgard because she doesn't kill them on the counter. In fact, the second air... Oh, that's unfortunate. The second air is the one that doesn't hit as hard because the AI prioritizes damage dealt. Interesting. So if I do
carefully.
that, take out one of the airs, that
This world.
should... Okay, it doesn't quite take out the other, but then, of course, there's always the option
The
to do
glimmer
this.
of life. Good morning.
Refresh.
Yes.
And, oh, you double her now. That's... You don't get Demonic Breath anymore. There's the Chill Speed, I guess. And I guess most of your speed comes out of the Swift Sparrow. And you're no longer above 50%, so Liquid
The
Break doesn't give you
wind.
anything. Okay, cool. And that is that map. So, stall comp. I would say in general, stall comps are probably not very well suited to dealing with enemy phase setups. I guess the defense tiles help here, and of course, their identities of Brave Edelgard and Brave Hector help as well. but I do think that Brave Edelgard is a weakness for this map. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I've got, really. So, thank you very much for sharing, and that is the last map for this batch. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Aether Raid's Mock Battles. I would like to once again extend a huge thank you to today's volunteers. Next week we will be going into Astra Anima season, and I will have some more mock battles lined up for that. Again, as a reminder, the week following next week there will not be a mock battle video. So if you are interested in volunteering your own map, please leave your hero's friend code in the description, in the comments section, and I will send a request your way. That's all I've got for you this week, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.